What is going on, guys? Marijn here, and in today's video I'm going to do a full day of eating. So I'm going to show you guys an example day of all the meals that I take in order to bulk up and gain some damn muscle. My calories are pretty high at the moment because I've been bulking for a while. Threw in a little mini cut, but that was only for a few weeks. Alright, so I'm getting ready for my bigger cut, which is coming towards summer in a few weeks. But for now, I'm still bulking and I'm still getting in a decent amount of food per day. And that's why I'm also not fasting as long as I normally am during a cutting phase. So I wake up at like 7:30, 8 o'clock. I work and then I break my fast in a couple of hours. And the main reason I'm doing that, eating a little bit earlier on the day right now, is that when I go back to my cutting phase, it's gonna be so much easier. All I'm gonna have to do is literally cut out those 1 or 2 meals that I eat in like the morning and straight go to lunch, right? Fast until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That is all I'm gonna have to do in order to lose fat, which is gonna make my life so much easier. Starting off the day here with some eggs. I'm using a pan butter spray at the moment, which is really nice, adds some extra flavor and minimizes the amount of calories. I'm frying some onions here, adding in 3 whole eggs, and I'm putting it onto some white bread because the bulk is real, so I'm not just sticking to wholemeal bread at the moment. I'm also having some white bread here and then, adding some tomatoes, some lettuce, and then some ketchup to top it off. And that is it for the first meal, and next to that I'm having 1 apple as well. So Raymo came by and we've been working here for a couple hours on Crystal, and we are continuing, but I actually kind of forgot to eat, and today's a full day of eating, so it's time for the next meal. Having some oatmeal here, great source of carbs, fiber as well. Rolling with the unsweetened almond milk. I microwave it for about 2.5 minutes, and then I add in some whey protein powder, the salted caramel flavor from my protein, and then I also add in some cashew butter, which is a great source of fats, and it adds a nice flavor to the oatmeal as well, and adding some blueberries as the fruit source. So I was just in the gym there, didn't actually hit a workout because today was actually a rest day, but I was in the gym to shoot content, to explain certain exercises, tutorials and walkthroughs about training and a lot of other stuff. But today is just going to be training, and this is part of a video series that I'm doing with My Shredded Lifestyle. This is a program that we're going to release in the future, right? So I'm already shooting a bunch of content, so that we'll have a massive database of videos in which I explain everything about training, nutrition, mindset, everything that you need in order to get in shape. So there's a lot of exciting stuff that's coming in the future, which I'm building up right now. So that's one of the things that I actually do on my off days. I'm still in the gym, so I'm literally here like every single day. If I'm not training, then I'm shooting videos, explaining stuff. So I'm not gonna lie, I still got a little bit of an arm pump, you know, because like when you explain exercise, it's kind of nice to just get a little pump and do a couple extra reps. So at the moment I train 5 times a week, and I have a lot of workouts on my channel. Now, if you guys are interested in a free workout routine as well, then I'll actually link one that I made in the description box down below. So now it is time for the post-workout dinner. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. As far as the veggies go, I have a zucchini here, a bell pepper, and some tomatoes, and I'm gonna cut those up first. Yes, people, today I'm actually cutting fresh vegetables. And this is a very simple recipe, and that's what you guys at home like as well. And I'm also gonna prep this for multiple days, which is why I'm using a ton of veggies, cutting everything up. So first you cut the zucchini and you start frying it because it takes a little bit longer than the rest. Gonna fry the chicken now. I got 600 grams here, so that is 4 portions for me. That's 150 grams of chicken on each particular day. So that's what I personally do. You can decide to go for more chicken if you need more protein in your diet. I get it from other sources as well. And I'm gonna get most of my calories in this meal from pasta because I'm on a very high carb diet. And that's always the diet I like to follow, and what I personally think is most optimal for natural. Because the thing is, at some point your body is not able to absorb any more protein. So you see all these bodybuilders in magazines, for example, eating 400 grams of protein. That is fine because they are using steroids so they can absorb more protein. Their protein synthesis is higher. But if you're natural, there is a limit to this. So at one point you can eat more protein, but the thing is your body will actually use it as an energy source, right? So it will convert it and use it as energy. So it will not be used for its purpose, while carbs, the purpose of carbs is energy. And turning protein into energy is a very ineffective process, so it's something you do not want. So instead, you can simply eat more carbs and eat a lower protein diet. That doesn't mean you don't want to get in any protein, but some people just take it too far in this industry, and that's also because of the supplement industry, right? they want you to eat a lot of protein. That is why we got all these articles that you need so much protein in your diet, but that's actually not necessarily the case. So now I add in the rest of the veggies. Meanwhile, don't forget to boil water, what I actually did, because you want to cook the pasta while this is cooking. So now this is going to have to wait a little, but it is what it is. So I'm using 150 grams of pasta for each particular serving. I only have about 200 grams left. This is just going to be for one day. Then I'll put this in Tupperware and I'll simply cook pasta tomorrow again. As far as the sauce goes, I'm doing some pesto. Here we got some extra protein as well to make it more saucy actually. But first we add the pesto. A mix of the green and the white stuff.
Some party going on over here. Al dente.
It's al dente. That's how it's done. That's how it's done! Okay. So mix in the pesto and the skyr with the veggies. Now I'm going to divide this into 4 portions, as I said before. And it's kind of cool. I've been eating this meal ever since the early days. You guys have been following me for a while will know. I actually used to eat this ever since I started lifting. And when I was in school, I used to bring this meal to school actually every single day. And years later, I'm still eating it. Some things just never get old. Now while I'm making this meal, I actually feel like I've done this so many times on my channel. It kind of gets repetitive, and that is sometimes what I feel with the content. And like, I got this comment on one of my videos the other day, and I got these comments more often lately, like people say, Marijn, you should go back to the old style videos, and like, we miss that old style, like don't lose it. And the thing is guys, there's only so much fitness information that you can give. There are so many workouts on there. On YouTube, I have like 300 plus videos on my channel. And yes, when I started my channel, I indeed did a lot of like informative videos, just sitting down, talking about fitness subjects. But I feel like I have the most important subjects covered that you need in order to make gains. And right now, I think what's most important, and that's the content that I've been developing over the years. Obviously, you also got to realize that I go with the flow, I go with the change. I don't stay the same, because if I do, then I'm not going to be successful in the long run. You have to go with what the market does, with what, you know, with what's going on. You got to stay relevant, right? So I've been vlogging for a long time now, and I think that is way cooler than only sharing information, because I still do that in my vlogs, but I also show you guys like how I actually live my life and how I apply all those informational tips that I've shot videos for when I started the channel, how I apply those in my daily life, and so how you can do that as well. And I think at the end of the day, that is going to help way more people, and at the same time, it's kind of like more fun to watch as well. So let me know what you guys think, and I'm actually very curious, because I read some of those comments and I genuinely started wondering myself as well, and I started thinking about it. Personally, I think it's a weird thought that I would always do the same videos and always stay the same, because that kind of, in my opinion, defeats the whole purpose of life. And what I'm actually doing here is documenting my life through these vlogs on YouTube. It's what I've pretty much done for the last couple of years. And the whole purpose in that is to grow as a person, to do different things, step out of your comfort zone, and not always do the same thing every day. Because that is not how I want to live my life. And this whole thing has to be fun for me as well. And at this stage, I've shared so much information about fitness that I personally think as well, like I really thought about this too. If I just keep pumping out like informative videos, then they will be about things that are really not important, right? The most important thing is like, how do you calculate your macros? How do you train in the gym, high frequency training, all that kind of stuff. I talked about all those things in my videos, and right now I'm showing you guys how you can apply it in a daily lifestyle. And obviously there will always be more informative videos, but it will not be the majority of the videos that I put out on my channel. And that's what I personally think. I don't want to see myself having to shoot informative videos that are really about something that really doesn't matter in a daily life, that will make up like 2% of your gains, and that's really not worth your time. But those are some of my thoughts, and I'm very interested in what you guys personally think. So let me know in the comments down below. We're about to enjoy this meal right now. Full days of eating, by the way, will always be dropping because that is something that I can always play around with and be creative, aka always make the same pasta pesto meal. You guys know how I roll. Bellissimo! That was the right word, yeah? So that's it for this meal. Macros will be on the screen, and this is a very high calorie meal, as you can see. Massive meal, post-workout, a lot of carbs. I love Italy. So we've been together for a while now, but we actually never went to the movies. So that's gonna happen tonight.
We even got love seat.
We got a love. We'll show you what that is, because I have no idea either. Because this is the full day of eating, and I'm gonna show you guys everything that I eat. So let's continue. Apparently grocery store is closed today because it's Goede Vrijdag, which is it's like an Easter thing. So we wanted to get some protein for during the movies, but that's not gonna happen because at the movies they probably only sell carbs and fats, which is
yay!
Most likely, which is so it's like bad news and good news at the same time. We'll eat that protein later, and now we're gonna indulge. Okay, so we're all good. We got the popcorn here. I got sweet, she got salt. This is like pure carbs, I think, Skittles, yeah? 4 grams of fat, 80 grams, 90 grams of carbs. It's all good. It's exactly what I needed. Oh, we're seeing Black Panther, by the way. It's halftime break right now. As you can see, this love seat is pretty poppin'. You can't trust her with popcorn, man. She eats all of it, so I had to get new ones, literally. This is the true Loki flex. Popcorn is a great way to do Loki flexes. Yeah, nice combo. So that was really nice. Epic movie, actually. What would you rate it?
Really good, actually.
It was, yeah?
9 out of 10?
What was nice is that Kendrick Lamar did all the soundtracks and stuff, which is dope. Lit. Calories, about 1,000, I would say. But I'm gonna track it in my fitness pal, and then we'll see what we can eat.
Someone
Think
ate
some
all the
protein.
Skittles.
I ate most of the Skittles though, so I'm gonna track like 0.7 of that bag, and she did like 0.3. So the reason like Skittles, I don't think they're the nicest candy. Like I would rather like get M&Ms, but they were the only ones that are like pure sugar, right? So that's one thing I look at when I get candy, because M&Ms like a lot of fat, and I follow a high carb diet, so I want to get mostly carbs in and not too many fats. And this is what's gonna help me hit my protein intake for the day and bump it up. Most people don't like the natural one. I can eat this by itself. I actually did that quark challenge, like 1 kilo quark. Like it's possible by itself, but it's not as nice as it could be. So a little trick here. Protein powder, first of all, is really nice, but if you already have hit your protein intake, I pretty much have enough right now. So there's no need for protein powder, unless I would want to flavor it up. But instead, you go for some cinnamon and some of this. It's basically like a stevia, like a natural sweetener, but it's actually in crystal form. So as you can see, it looks like crystal. It's just like real. It's crystal. It's the brand. It's how we do it. We roll with crystals all day, every day. And then we add in some raspberries. Right? Now, according to Veronica, this tastes like cinnamon buns. So I think that says enough.
Inside of it.
Really freaking good. So try it out at home if you don't like Greek yogurt, because in this way it's way more enjoyable. Now that was the last meal of today. I'll put the total macros and calories on the screen for you guys. So as you can see, that's a decent amount of calories I'm currently consuming. But I know a lot of you guys at home are hard gainers or have a very high caloric intake per day that you need to hit in order to build muscle. What the fuck was that? In order to build muscle, now I need to realize that these calories were not always this high for me. So I actually build up from a lot lower calories, but over the months, once you start putting on more weight, putting on more muscle, because if you train correctly while you're eating a lot of food, you actually put on muscle mass and your TDEE goes up, so your total daily energy expenditure. All terms aside, you basically need more food in order to fuel your body for the current physique it has, but even more in order to build more muscle. So basically, the more muscle you build, the more you have to eat. So I hope you enjoyed this full day of eating. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did, and if you are excited for what's to come next. Comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you very, very soon. Peace out.